Hi guys! Today we're veganizing a dish you may have seen in many Asian restaurants around the world. Hainan is a small little province in China, and its cuisine is said to be light with mild seasonings in comparison to other cooking styles in the region. The most famous dish from Hainan is, of course, Hainanese Chicken Rice, and it was one of my favorite dishes in my pre-vegan days. Luckily, this dish is actually really easy to veganize while delivering a wonderfully authentic flavor. Plus, it's so much easier and quicker to make than the original dish. Start by washing some rice. Just place the rice in a large bowl, add some water, and swish it around. This gets rid of the loose starches and improves the texture of the finished rice. Drain out the cloudy water and repeat a few times until the water is mostly clear. You've seen me do this before in my California sushi roll recipe video. It's exactly the same process. If you're conserving water, save the cloudy water for your houseplants. Once you have your rice clean and the water drained, set it aside and prepare the rest of the ingredients. To cook the rice, we'll need a savory broth seasoned with lots of garlic, ginger, and scallions. For me, this dish must be served with Hainan chili sauce and scallion ginger sauce, so be sure to mince lots of garlic and ginger for those. I like to do it all at the same time with the garlic press and save any leftovers in containers. Not that there are usually any leftovers. As always, please check the description box below for the exact ingredient amounts. When you have all your ingredients ready, heat a pot over high heat with a little vegetable oil. Add a teaspoon each of finely minced ginger and garlic and let it sizzle. Add a tablespoon of chopped scallion as well, just the white and light green parts. After a few seconds, add about 2 cups or 200 grams of sliced mushrooms. The mushrooms add a rich umami flavor. I used white button mushrooms, but you can use any mild tasting mushrooms you like. Oyster mushrooms are also really beautiful in this dish, but can be expensive, which is why I stuck with the white mushrooms. Reduce the heat to medium-high and let it cook, stirring occasionally until the mushrooms are cooked down about half and quite soft. This will take about 5 minutes. When your mushrooms are nice and soft and reduced like this, add another teaspoon of garlic and ginger and another tablespoon of scallions. Then add 3 cups of vegan chicken-style vegetable broth. If you don't have chicken-style bouillon, just use regular vegetable broth or mushroom broth and add a tablespoon of nutritional yeast. Lastly, I'm adding a cup of cooked white beans and turning the heat to high. The beans are getting some of the flavor from the broth and will be our dense protein in this dish. Once the broth comes to a boil, turn down the heat and simmer on low heat for about 3 minutes. This is just to heat the beans thoroughly and impart some flavor. Now remove the beans and mushrooms with a slotted spoon. Place them in a bowl to let them cool. After a few minutes, you can place them in the fridge as they should be served cold, over the hot rice later. With the remaining broth, you can leave in the bits of scallion and ginger and garlic. You should have about 3 cups of broth left in the pot, but we only need 2 cups to cook the rice. So I'm pouring out 1 cup and setting it aside for now. Put the pot back on the stove and add the clean rice that we have ready and waiting. Turn the heat to high and let the broth come to a boil. Once it's boiling, reduce the heat to low, cover the pot, and let it simmer for about 15 minutes or until all the broth is absorbed. While you're waiting, this is a good time to make your scallion ginger sauce and your Hainan chili sauce. The chili sauce uses some of the reserved broth. Now all the delicious broth has been sucked into the grains of rice. And it's time to plate up. I'm brushing the inside of this bowl with a little bit of water with my fingers, and you'll see why in a second. It helps to make a pretty dome of rice. You don't have to do it like this, of course, but I just like the look of it. Add the chilled beans and mushrooms. Obviously, beans and mushrooms don't taste like chicken, but I find this combination is really satisfying and the textures are reminiscent of the original dish. Serve it with scallion ginger sauce, Hainan chili sauce, extra scallions, the green part this time, and soy sauce if you like. If you have some of that reserved broth left, have it hot and serve it on the side too. Garnish with plenty of cucumbers, cilantro if you like, and I also added some daikon and carrots. If you haven't tried the original before, this is how to do it. Drizzle on some of that extra broth, a little of this sauce and a little of that, then load up some rice on your spoon. This spoonful was pure delicious magic and it took me right back to my childhood. The scallion ginger sauce, the Hainan chili sauce, and the rich savory broth and rice together are just a taste sensation that you must experience for yourself. And if it gets too hot, just take a bite of cucumber to cool your mouth right back down. And that's it. I really hope you give this a try because, well, it's amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already because I post new easy vegan recipes like this one every Friday. Bye for now.